Hello.
Hi.
Can you introduce about yourself?
Hi everyone, my name's Amy Fan. MCVP TM 14 15.
Hi
Hi.
everyone, I'm Ho. Yeah, MCVP TM 1516. Yeah.
Cool. So it's been 2 or 3 years that you leave Isaac already.
Yeah, it's like
You
forever.
start your professional jobs.
Uh-huh.
So now looking back to your MC experience, what do you think is the main value or the main learnings you value the most out of your MC experience?
Mm.
Can you go first?
For me, I cannot make it to today without MC experience. I just have to say that.
Literally.
That literally, yeah. Living in a house like sitcom, like a reality show, like with many like 10 more people. And they are not that really like there are only two of them are foreigner, but like the team is like, oh my god, they are so different. And that kind of living experience actually shaping in me how to be open to people, and how to not to be like too panicked and too defensive when having a different personality living right next to you every day complaining about things. And that's the first thing. The second thing, I think after LCP term, actually, I don't have any sense of like career orientation. I don't know what to do because like if you want to pursue your career, you need to decide what kind of expertise you would like to go further on that. And at that point of time, I think because of you and they saw and then they both influenced me to apply for the job actually when I reflect back. And that kind of like HR chose me, and I just pursue that path, and then until today I feel really grateful for that experience because it's shaping me how to think as a like head of HR of a big organization, so that it's easier for me to think holistically and to don't like to take every small thing in the organization quite easily because I know that at the end of the day it's going to contribute to overall picture, and you can make impact not because you want to do some kind of strategy, but you can start from the small thing. So it helped me a lot. So yeah, I couldn't make it without MC experience. That's for me.
Thank you. Ho. How about you,
Great.
Amy?
Great sharing. So for me, it's a lot about the team experience. So as you might have known, my MC team has like 13 people, and we from like 6 or 7 nationalities.
Yeah.
Yeah, and some of them are like dual nationalities, kind of a thing. So being in teams when you have both people from the west and the east, and having like so much differences in the background, really pushed me out of my comfort zone. It's not about like confronting each other about which idea is better than the others, but about which idea is the best for the teams and for the entities. So I really appreciate the experience because it taught me how to think differently, how to put myself in other people's shoes, to see things from their point of views. And it does help me a lot still until today when I work in a professional like working place. Another thing is like I think MC really enabled me to take ownerships over things that I see, like when I reflected back, leadership is more about when you see a mess, yeah, you don't just complain. You might be the one who stand out and tell people that hey, there's a mess over here.
Yeah.
Should we solve it? Instead of like waiting for someone to come in and solve it. So to me, leadership is really simple as that, and I keep that spirit until now at my professional workplace. And I think it helps a lot. Yeah, it helps us to grow a lot.
Yeah.
Thank
Yeah.
you, Amy.
Yeah.
So working with different personalities, with different things, definitely gonna have fun a lot in MC experience. However, I think some Isaac has a concern that if I staying for Isaac too long, which means I'm gonna easier to get lost when I go to the professional world later. Um, so being there, done that, also staying in Isaac for a long time, but also stepping out for the professional career. What is your view? What's your opinion about that kind of like concern from the memberships?
I do think that if you are not an ISECer, you will never have an experience like MC. And if I share with anyone who are not ISECer, they're gonna be surprised about that kind of experience that I had. And it formed in me that kind of like identity that really unique, and then I can be really open to whatever happened to my life. And then it's like you got a sense about like how unique it is, the experience, and then it just like make a lot of sense to me. I don't know. Yeah. I feel like okay, I cannot make it without this MC experience, which not so many people can have it. Yeah.
Yeah. I was in AIESEC for 5 years. I joined when people talk about AIESEC 2010s, and I left when people almost achieved AIESEC 2015s. Yeah. But to me, it's not that long. And even with my current employers, I've been there for more than 3 years. And I've been receiving lots of questions about why I stick with such a place in such a long times. But the way I think about it, it's not about how many years or how many months you're stick with something, but more about if the experience give me the new challenges every day, let's say every quarters. To me, it's really satisfying. As long as I keep learning and growing and learn how to make a different types of decisions, different than the one that I made before in the past. Yeah, whether I can widen my scope of decision making, whether I can act or like decide more mature. To me, it's learning, and to me, is the reason why I should stay with an organization. So thinking about my AIESEC journey, I think for every year, I've been to almost every role from TMP to TLPs, as we used to call it. But I think every experience at different learning points. And I think for myself, at that time of my life, I think learning is very important. So that's why I think even if I switch to another job, the thing I was looking for is still the learning. But if AIESEC was giving me that one, then yes, why not just stay here? You do not need to view everything from scratch. You don't need, need to get to know new peoples. And more than that, it's not only about learning for yourself. It's about even if you move to somewhere, what can you contribute to the organizations? You shouldn't just ask for people to give you something. Before thinking about that, you should give people something. Before taking back. So for AIESEC, it should be about what I can give back before thinking about what I can taking in.
I just want to add in on one point of this. People worry about walking out of AIESEC. Maybe if they spend too much time, they're gonna get lost. But life is not just about making money. Life is about walking out the organization and being the leader of the community. I know it's kind of fluffy, but to me it means a lot. So if you haven't feel like you are ready as a leader to walk out there to make an impact, maybe you can stay in AIESEC a little bit more to get yourself ready, because that is the chance once in lifetime to do it, to lead an organization of 700 people, and then to make the change that really make people life different. And then based on that experience, when you walk out there, I have done that. Now whatever challenge happened to me, I can do it too. So that's for me.
It's really great. So the last question, follow on last point, is that to be the leader, when you step out of the organization, so what kind of key behaviors or key actions you think an MC member should really demonstrate if they get in the MC experience? So in order to not getting lost or don't know what to do after, so how can they start practicing utilizing their very MC experience?
I'll go for this one. So I think it's not about being MC or not. It's about once you are an AIESECer, you'll be an AIESECer forever. So I think one of the greatest things that AIESEC has touched me is about is this thing. When the why is clear enough, the how will come. So that's the thing that I was taking away from AIESEC. So being in an MC position just strengthened on that point. So I think for everything that I do in my life, the clarity of why is very important. So before doing something, I think asking why matters a lot. So it either your decision to stay or leave an organization, your decision to meet a new people or join something else. It don't depend after your why.
For me, it's a bit personal because more the decision that I made it actually being guided by my fear. So if I feel if I'm so scared of the fact that I stay in an organization that can actually let me be high of my peers, so I want to take the experience because that actually challenged myself. Hey, it scare you. That means something worth it waiting for you. So that really personal when I decided to apply for MCVP TM, and until now, no regret. I'm so grateful being in MCVP TM. I'm still here. I'm working By the way, yeah, we're still working with a lot of AIESEC girls, so we really appreciate it.
Yeah,
Cool.
true.
Yeah.
Thank you a lot for the talk. So any last word that
Last
you would love to give to the
last-
members?
Last word.
I got one. So I think whatever position you are applying for, think like an MCP, whether it's an MCP or not. Because when I was in TM before, I learned that the greatest HR person is not the one who knows most about HR, but the one who can think like a CEO. So I think it does apply to AIESEC. So it's about like taking the ownerships and like owning everything and treat the entity as your own. So with like your functional area, it's just a functionals, but take that ownerships, yeah, and try to make an impact.
And for me, applying for MCVP TM, it's not just about experience in just 1 year, but it's the experience for the rest of my life, because the team that I had is still the sort of support for me. She's over there.
She's over there.
Yeah.
Following
That's
him
so-
everywhere.
Because believe me, adulthood after AIESEC life is scary. Yeah, and then you need people like this who understand you to the core and be there for you all the time.
All the time.
All the time. And that's how MC treat each other, so go for it.
Thank you for the talk.
Yeah, go for it.